What's up, y'all? Got Bluegrass Stakes coming up tomorrow in Lexington, going a mile and an eighth for 600K, plus a spot in the Kentucky Derby in September. All right, so let's get into it. 13 horses here. Number 1, we got Shivery. Johnny Blask is riding this one. It's his first time riding him. He's coming off of a third place his last out. He ran second in the Arkansas Derby before that, so decent outing. Wasn't able to get the win there, though. This horse likes to stalk the pace, so I'm expecting that he's probably going to be stalking the pace in this one as well. Johnny Velasquez is going to have his work cut out for him, though. Number 2, Finnick the Fierce. All right, being ridden by Jose Ortiz. I got him at 12-1. Kind of the same story on this one. A couple of third places last out. Arkansas Derby third place. Had Garcia riding him before. So now they've gone ahead with Ortiz. So he's going to have his work cut out for him as well once again with the competition they got here. It's pretty tight. Number 3, we got Art Collector, right? This horse is one of 3. It's coming off 3 wins in a row. So you got to keep your eye on this one. Art Collector's probably going to be stalking the pace. They got him at 5-1. B.J. Hernandez riding him. Not a big fan of B.J. Hernandez, but he is familiar with this horse, all right? It's got several rides aboard him. Last 3 wins, good wins, big wins, 6-length win, 2-length win, 7-length win, win at a mile 1/16, 7 furlong win, 6 furlong win in the slop. Art Collector looks good, all right? Number 4, we got Mr. Big News. Mr. Big News, we have Muro riding him. They got him at 10-1. I don't like the jockey. They got him out there. He's never ridden him before. He did have a win in his last out in the Oaklawn Stakes with Gabriel Saez riding him. But Saez didn't aboard him now. They got Muro before that. Robbie Alvarado, who must be 65 years old by now, got a win on him before that. I ran a 5th in the Risen Star. So Mr. Big News, he's shown he can be competitive here. We'll see if he can be competitive coming up tomorrow. Now the number 5 we got is Man in the Can at 10-1. Tyler Gaffleon riding him. He's another one that's got 3 wins in a row. All right. Got to win a mile and eighth in his last out in an optional claimer. Ran this Arkansas Breeders' Challenge by a neck with Rosario riding him there. Got to win this Rainbow Stakes before that one. He is an Arkansas-bred horse, so that is going to be something new. We'll see if this Arkansas-bred horse can get a win in Kentucky, win the Bluegrass Stakes. That would be heartbreaking to the people in the Bluegrass State. Now, the number 6, we got Hard Lightning. All right, Hard Lightning. They got him at 50-1. I don't know if he's that bad. He's out of hard spun. Got Malibu Moon on the other side. Decent breeding. They switched him up to Bejarano, another guy that they've moved in here, has never ridden a horse before. His last win was at a mile in the slot with Reyes riding him. Reyes rode him again for 6 in an optional claimer. So, not too much experience with this horse. But Hard Lightning, I don't think he should be 50-1. I don't think he's that bad. At any rate, the number 7, we got the favorite at 3-1. Mike Smith riding Swiss Skydiver. All right, to throw another twist into this one, Swiss Skydiver is a filly. All right, the 3rd horse is coming off of 3 wins in a row. Kenneth McPeak trains this one. Decided to move this horse in to run up with the males. 3 impressive wins coming off of that. Mike Smith got the win in the last out in the Santa Anita Oaks. Got a win before that with B.J. Hernandez, of all people, riding in the Fantasy Stakes. So this horse looks good. Probably going to take the lead. Got to keep an eye on Swiss Skydiver as well. Now, number 8, we got Basin. Basin, 8-1. Ricardo Santana Jr. riding him. Stephen Asmussen training. His last out, 2nd in the Arkansas Derby. He's looking to come out and get some revenge here. I think the horse is decent. He's going to be off the pace. I think Santana's going to have to keep him in this one if he's going to have a shot, because I expect this one to be pretty quick and probably went off the front of the pace somewhere. But Basin looks pretty decent too. Number 9, we got Attachment Rate. Luis Saez riding him, 20-1. He's out of hard spun, got a Fleet Alex on his mother's side. So strong horse, looks like, strong breeding, decent little bit of speed. I don't know if he's going to have that much speed, though. He's trained by Dale Romans, probably going to be off the pace. Same thing with him. He's going to have to keep up with this pace to try to stay interested. or else he might get left behind. Last out, he was fourth in the MAP win with Velasquez riding him. Before that, Size read him second in the Unbridled. So Size is back aboard now, and we'll see what he can get done. Number 10, we got Rushy at 5-1. Javier Castellanos on him, so another guy's moving up to the horse, moving up on this horse, so an upgrade to the jockey. His last out was Flavian Pratt rode him third in the Santa Anita Derby. So Castellanos aboard him now. They got him at 5-1. Probably going to be stalking that pace as well. Before that race, he had a win. Before that Santa Anita Derby, he had a win an optional claimer with Rosario, of all people, riding him. Before that, he was second with Mike Smith. So a lot of these jockeys have ridden these horses before, and a lot of these guys are familiar with each other. So it's going to be interesting. All right, number 11, Hunt the Front. All right, this one is a question mark here. 30-1, they got him. Corey Lannery's jumping on him for the first time. I don't really like that you're throwing him in there with in this mix. The horse's last couple outs at a mile and 1/8, with Talmo riding him. Wasn't interested there. Before that, he broke his maiden a mile and 1/8. Decent time in 1:49. So the horse is capable. Had a decent workout at 59 coming into this one. So keep your eye on Hunt the Front. Could do something as a long shot. He's kind of a big question mark, though. Number 12, Enforceable. We got Joel Rosario. That's where he ended up here, riding Enforceable. Never ridden him before. Le Perot rode him last out in the Louisiana Derby, 5th there. He was second in the Ridden Star. Got the win in the Lecomte. We got Rosario riding him now. Mark Casey's training him. This is a Tappet horse, so you always got to keep your eye on a Tappet horse ridden by Rosario. He's definitely going to be a contender, I think. Probably going to ride off the pace, but who knows? Rosario might be a little bit more aggressive. You know, we're coming up here now looking at the last horse. It's Tiesta. A Tis Now horse, ridden by Flavian Pratt. Never ridden him before. Trained by Bill Mott. Now he's pulling his boy Flavian Pratt out here, who got lucky and got their fake Kentucky Derby win with last year. Maybe he's hoping to get lucky in this one, coming back to Bluegrass State, but I know people are going to be keeping an eye on him. I don't think he's going to have anything. This horse, probably, I think, the worst horse in the field. Not that he's that bad. He's never run on dirt before. I don't know why they're sticking a horse in the Bluegrass Stakes that's never run on dirt before. He's never run on dirt before. He's got, a running allowance here last out. Rosario rode him, ran third there, ran second in the Palm Beach Stakes. I just don't really see why he's out here. I wouldn't be surprised if he's scratched. But that's the 13, TS. They got him at 15-1. I think he should probably be higher, closer to 51. At any rate, I'm expecting, of course, that Swiss Skydiver is going to get this. The filly's going to take the lead, and I think it's liable to be pretty strong. She's going to get some pressure. We're going to have Art Collector in there, probably going to have Shivery in there, probably going to have Rushy in there. So I think she might even go up to 6 second in a opening half mile. I think it might cause some of these other horses to get left behind, and these other ones are going to get tired out. I don't think that Rushy is really going to be able to keep up with that kind of pace. Neither is Shivery. I think that the only one that can is Art Collector. Now, B.J. Hernandez is going to have, he knows this horse. He's going to have to let his horse run. He's going to have to let his horse run. He's going to have to let the horse go when it's time to go and get Swiss Skydiver. If not, Swiss Skydiver is either going to get the win or they're all going to get tired. If they all get tired, I think that really opens up for Man in the Can coming off that pace. He's also coming off 3 wins in a row. He's going to be looking to make it 4. He's also going to open it up for Enforceable, open it up for Basin. However, in this one, this is a tough call. I'm really going against my better judgment, but I'm taking B.J. Hernandez, all right? Don't like taking B.J. Hernandez. However, I do think that he does have the best horse in the race. I think Art Collector is the best horse in this one. Really strong breeding on Art Collector, like I said. Bernardini's out of AP Indy, and he's got distorted humor on the other side. So I think Art Collector is the best horse. It's going to be a fast one. I'm sticking with second. I think Swiss Skydiver will hang in there for second. I think it's really going to be tight. It might even be a photo finish. But I think Art Collector gets the win. Swiss Skydiver comes in there second. Third place, I'm going with Man in the Can. Gaff Leone going to get in there, try to get a win. I don't think he's going to make it. Fourth place, I like Basin. All right, Enforceable looks decent with Rosario there, but I still like Basin. Basin has got to win. Santana's got to win aboard this horse before. She's got a little bit more familiarity with the horse than Enforceable does with Rosario. But you might want to look at Enforceable in there to play him in maybe a super or something as well. But I think Art Collector is going to get this win, so it's going to be interesting. I do definitely like that Art Collector and Swiss Skydiver Exacta. Those two, to me, they just seem to stick out. They seem to be the best two. But who knows? Like I said, they could all go way too fast. And, you're looking at Man in the Can. You're maybe looking at Basin or maybe looking at Enforceable getting the win. So we'll see. I'll see y'all after the race.